Kathy Hochul is an abomination as New York governor. Okay, I really hope Lee Zeldin puts a dent in her ass, but I'm not holding my breath because this bitch is crazy. New York Governor Kathy Hochul declares a state disaster emergency over monkeypox. Guess how many cases are in New York? Guess how many people live in New York? Guess the percentage of people afflicted with monkeypox. And again, we just ran over this a couple of days ago, I think. I'm not entirely sure when everything's getting released. But monkeypox affects a very specific demographic of people. Okay, I know that there's a big section in certain parts of New York City, but I think everybody's going to be fine. But again, this is just a power grab because, hey, guess what? Doors open a little bit. Might as well take that shit. She learned from Andrew Cuomo after all. So you know what? Hey, she's got to flex her theoretical power that's out there. New York Governor Kathy Hochul. I was going to say Gavin Newsom. They're just, same side, different heads of the same coin, right? She's actually the less fuckable version. No homo. No, monkeypox, I should say, issued an executive order late Friday to declare monkeypox a disaster emergency, saying it will strengthen ongoing efforts to limit a recent increase in cases. I hope they get to the actual case amount, okay, because it's fucking wild. Oh, they do. It is especially important to recognize the ways in which the outbreak is currently having a disproportionate impact on certain at-risk groups. Just say it. Say the name. Say the name. Say which group is affected. It's 3 simple letters. G-A-Y. That's what communities that affect right there. One specific demographic of that. Okay, it's the second and third letter of your favorite fucking acronym that's out there. Just go ahead and say the name. She added, that's why my team and I are working around the clock. Drop the L and you'd be a little bit more on point when it comes to your research. And secure more vaccines, expand testing capacity. No, it's pretty easy to figure out if you have it or not. Okay, I've seen some pretty grotesque pictures that are out there of some specific boils around the face and, well, in nether regions. I won't go any further detail into that. Expanding testing and the responsibility to educate the public on how to stay safe during this outbreak. Yeah, wrap it up and don't be taking fucking loads to the chin. Oh, well, I got a little more graphic. As of July 29th, New York State's orthopox virus monkeypox cases totaled 1,383. I'm sure it's probably going to balloon over the weekend to something like 1,483. No, it'll probably be a little bit better than that because gay guys fuck like rabbits, okay? Because, again, you don't have to deal with women. You just kind of go ahead and fucking work out a deal. That's why gay dudes are so happy because they don't have to deal with the fucking nonsense the women spit all the time, okay? But anyways, according to New York Department of Health's website, a designation established by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. What's the percentage? 1,383 cases of, I forget how many million people. Yeah, there's 19.2 million people that live in New York. 1,383 cases. I'm sure there's probably that many cases of leprosy right now, so fuck off. California, the state with the second most cases, has reported 799 infections. There's like 30 million people that live in California, okay? And then Illinois, 419 cases. Wow, look at that. It looks an awful lot like another global health emergency numbers that are out there. All of those blue states, man, do really good when it comes to health problems. But we're speaking specifically about New York here and all of these crazy fucks. Wow. Holy shit. That looks like a chia pet. Oh, she's the health commissioner. That makes sense. She's not the hair commissioner, and that's for true. Hochul's move came a day after the Commissioner of Health in New York State declared monkeypox an imminent threat to public health. Not really, about 10% of the public's health at best. Based on the ongoing spread of the virus, like so many ass cheeks, which has increased rapidly and affected primarily communities that identify as men who have sex with men. They're not gay, they have relationships with women, they have sex with men, and identify as men. Yes, exactly. I don't see any feminine penises going into any male butt cheeks there producing a case of monkeypox. Just saying. I declared monkeypox an imminent public threat throughout New York State. Oh my God. Exactly. Because that's the most pressing issue that's out there, okay? It has nothing on the fact that Spam and other canned goods are having to get put in fucking lock boxes like their Xbox One controllers. Fucking Christ. Spam goes on lockdown due to inflation in New York City because everybody's stealing all of this shit. So yeah, no, that's That's legit. I won't play this with sound or anything, but as you can see, we got a can of fucking Spam. Legitimately, the ham flakes or whatever, they're in the security boxes. Okay, I'm surprised they don't have like a bulletproof sneeze guard over like the Reese's peanut butter cups. Okay, this is fucking buck wild, dude. Can you imagine? I never thought that shit would get that bad. Normally, those cases, they're reserved. And that looks like a pretty decent place, okay? It looks like an upstanding place, okay? Not somewhere that, you know, maybe somebody's baby mama would go ahead and be calling for her baby daddy to come and fucking box somebody that was behind the till because she couldn't afford to pay for $1 bag of chips for her fucking delinquent kid. No, this looks like, I don't know, is it a Target or something? Because those price stickers on the back shelves look a little bit familiar, okay? So whatever they can't keep behind the counter, okay, they're putting in those fucking expensive lock boxes. And sometimes if you don't know how to undo those, I worked at electronic place way back in the day, okay, department manager of sorts, okay, different story for a different day, okay. But those, if you don't know how to operate those are a bitch to get open. So imagine having to run through that for people's purchases time after time. Oh, that's New York for you. But don't worry though, they got plenty of paper towel there to wipe everything down so you don't get a monkeypox infection. Inflation and crime have gotten so bad in Gotham that even cheap meat like Spam is being locked up. Okay, you joke. But you fry that stuff up, and I hear it's a delicacy in some of these points. At Dwayne Reed's store. It was a Dwayne Reed, Port Authority, Bus Depot. Okay, it's starting to make a little bit more sense. The shelf-stable product, only $3.99 a can. Yeah, but it's free $99 if you just go ahead and pocket it and walk out, okay? It is now being stocked in plastic anti-theft cases, okay? But again, if you're not going to be stopping anybody from shoplifting, you're just giving them a nice little accessory someplace, okay? If they can somehow manage to get it open without cracking the sides of that, and again, that's very difficult to do, but you can. You can give them a nice little carrying case for their drug paraphernalia. How adorable. Really doing a public service right there. Cashier was among employees, tourists, and store regulars stunned by the iconic blue and yellow cans. Is it iconic, or is it just iconic for the fact that, wow, you eat Spam, or wow, we have to eat Spam, are now being kept under lock and key. Some even poking fun at the sight of the sort of Jeff Koons homage per one viral tweet. I don't get that one. Maybe I should, but I'm out of the loop. Jenny Kenny. Okay, they're rhyming. Little goof. I too named my children after a common poetry convention. Who was visiting from Louisville, Kentucky? Oh, okay, probably, had a hankering for a taste of home. Was aware of the ongoing crime wave hitting cities like New York and San Francisco. I don't know why. Why could that possibly be happening? But still couldn't believe the sight of so many things in boxes. Yeah, no, exactly. Some of these things are pretty ridiculous, she said. Wow, good insight there, Jenny. As prices and crime skyrocket, New York City stores have taken up to locking staples like toothpaste and soap to prevent crooks from stealing them or hogging products on the sidewalk. What? Or online marketplaces like Amazon and eBay. Imagine, wow, that's fucking wild. And it's only going to get worse. Yeah, because that whole supply chain crisis is eventually going to catch up. And if you guys are so lucky in the United States, just like Canada, okay, any of your locally grown or anything that's grown within the confines of your country, once those fertilizer shortages and all of that WEF nonsense starts to hit you on the ground, okay, there's going to be a much bigger food shortage out there, and expect more things to be put in more lock cases out there. Or it'll just become Mad Max and everybody will just be running around trying to find their very own humongous security guard. Yet some shoppers were confused by Spam, along with $1.89 cans of Star-Kissed tuna, or enclosed under practice, why pricier foodstuffs like $5.49 can Amy soups sat unencumbered. Oh, maybe they're just garbage. But I can understand why Spam and Star-Kissed tuna, okay, because A, they're small, obviously, but so's a can of soup, right? Yeah, but even though it's pretty low quality, especially when you're coming from Spam and all that stuff, it's a pretty reliable source of protein, and especially for Spam, definitely for fat. So it's probably better for you than just some, I don't know, nonsense soup, just saying. To put Spam in a cage is stupid and kind of insulting to the customer that would buy it, said shopper Dennis Snow 46. Well, what the fuck do you know? Snow says he doesn't think Spam is being stolen to sell for crack. No, it's being sold online, you fucking moron. But rather because the homeless in the area are looking for a quick and easy meal. Oh, okay, cool. Because they don't want to steal it in order to sell it. They just want to steal it in order to eat it. That's fine. That's why they're fucking locking it up, because they don't want their shit to go missing. It's fucking weird, right? Someone is stealing it because they need it, agreed Delilah Kempf, a 28-year-old teacher. That was probably what she led with. Hi, I'm a teacher, and I'd like to add my 2 cents. Nobody cares, you socialist cunt. Employees at the store said the thefts have been surging over the past 2 years plus, with one estimating a minimum of 4 shoplifters every evening. Exactly. I don't think they stop anything, Iggy 21, a store clerk, said of the anti-theft cases. It's security theater. If you really need it, you would stomp on it. Yeah, no, exactly. Okay. And again, it's another one of those things where a lock is only going to stop an honest criminal. Okay. And if somebody just wants it, especially at Port Authority, they're just going to take it. Maybe even just fucking sarcastically wave at the cashier and fucking bolt out of the place. Okay. Yeah, man. New York's a lawless place at this point, but what are they concerned about? Something that'll affect a fraction of a percentile of people out there, instead of real things that are going on right now, like, I don't know, trying to clamp down on actual crime that's going on instead of some niche disease that's not really affecting a vast majority of people. But hey, that's another day with the mind rot that is the Democratic Party. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.